Team Uganda will field its first ever rower at an Olympics event on 23rd July. Kathleen Noble will figure in the single sculls heats and is guardedly optimistic that she will be in frame when the event climaxes on 30th July at the Sea Forest Waterway. Noble, a Utah-based biologist, qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics when she won the 2-kilometer single scull event at the Africa Rowing Regatta in Tunisia back in October of 2019. Born and raised in Uganda, 26-year-old Noble is something of a late developer in rowing, having initially started out as a swimmer. She's come to appreciate the beauty of rowing and counts herself as a member of Maroon's Aqua Sports Club in Uganda.
I had been swimming for so many years and I was just ready for a change. Also, the pools in the United States tend to be indoors and there's a lot of chemicals and I don't like that. It's really exciting. It's very exciting to be the first Ugandan to row for the Olympics.
Noble has found herself having to do a great deal of rebooting with the coronavirus pandemic time and again threatening the staging of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Well, obviously the Olympics were postponed, which was huge. And the result of the pandemic as well was not being able to train easily with other people. So initially there was a lot of training by myself, which was mentally difficult. And then at least though I raced in a single, so that made it a little easier for me to train. And then just the kind of all the precautions around COVID, so at practice wiping everything down with disinfectant. But I think by and large I've been quite fortunate in being able to continue to train throughout the pandemic.
Africa has only qualified 5 rowers from 5 countries to take part in the 2020 Games. Noble says she heads to Tokyo on the back of some intense preparations.
It's going really well. The last 2 months have been fantastic. I've had the opportunity to train at 2 different high-performance programs, one called Orion in Saratoga Springs and Vesper in Philadelphia is the second one. So I've spent a total of 7 weeks over the last 2 months in those places and having a chance to train with really good athletes, get some different perspectives from different coaches and also just get some competition. So I've really enjoyed that and I think it's helped me a lot. My target is to race my best race and secondly to be one of the fastest rowers from Africa.
Rowing for Olympics competition is still an alien concept in Uganda, despite people rowing daily and for miles across the lakes that dot Uganda's landscape. Noble has an idea or two to make rowing a popular concept.
We need to raise awareness about the sport so that people know that it exists. Secondly, we have to give people who are interested in trying out the sport an opportunity to try it out. Thirdly, for people who try out the sport and like it and are interested in pursuing it, we need to have active clubs that those people can be a part of so that they can learn the sport, that they can learn the skills they need to row, and then we need to have local competitions so that people can compete and kind of see where they stack up and have that motivation that comes from competition. Uganda hasn't had a rowing competition since 2014.